Hey YouTube, Mike here. How we all doing? All right, well today I figured since the first video was on a quick tour of my hobby table and my room there, I'll show you my travel boxes that I made so that when we go to the Gundam USA or USA Gundam, which is actually here in Florida. It's about an hour and 15 minutes away from my house. They had a build day, so I would bring this box, and my son also has a similar box. And then this box here is a box that I carry to go to Games Workshop. When I would go there with my son, we would go every Wednesday, pick out a kit, build it or paint it, whatever, and we just do it every Wednesday and then start over again. So I'll give you a quick tour of both boxes. I did make these. I used to make the slot car boxes, the ones that you would put the 1/24 or the 1/28 scale slot cars that you would go to a track and race. I used to make them for 20 years. So I designed these boxes off of slot car boxes that I built, and was able to carry bits and parts and tools and stuff like that that I need, that we can spend, we spend the whole day there and build. And I know there's a lot of guys on YouTube that I watch. They made different travel boxes like treasure chests and boxes that they put inside of a rolling like bag. But this is just something, like I said, I based these off of the design of the slot car boxes that I built for many years. All right, so we'll go over the Gundam box first. I do build them with all rubber feet, so I don't, wherever I put the box, I don't scratch it. I purchased loads of these. These are the briefcase handles so that they fold down, locking latches. So basically, this box here has two doors that will open, and then the lid will open all the way. And then inside, like here, I had Kaizen foam that would actually house my glues. And I would just sit this in front of me, open it up, put a mat down, a little rubber mat, and do my thing. So I would carry my files. I carried an extra light to put up so that I can see. I have files, pens, markers, Q-tips, painting cups, disassemblers. Then in the doors, I would also carry all different types of sanding sponges and stick-on for the God hand stainless steel files that you would put them on. I would carry glass, display glass files, razor for cleaning my glasses, marking tapes for if I'm going to scribe. I do carry some scribes. Then in the bottom, and the drawers would come out. In the bottom, I have my God hand and different other files, knives, scrapers, pin vise, two different types of needle nose and flat nose. This isn't a Gundam. This is actually a God hand. This is the God hand nippers. I love these. These things are great for Gundam. And these are Micromark. I got these from Micromark. They're almost the same as the God hand. I just like to keep a thing over it. I haven't gone to do a build in a while. Then here I have my scribes, my rulers, my other files, tweezers, blades. So this is actually, you just put a scribe into, or a blade into that to do scribing. Same with this one. This is a display. This is the same thing. You would just take off. You would just unscrew this, and then you would put your blade in there. I do have, and I'll show you further on, I do have some different, like loads of different scribes. Then here is the blades, drill bits, a lot of God hand, a lot of Mad Works. And this is all Kaizen foam. I buy it in sheets, lay out the tool, cut it out with a knife, and then peel it with my fingers, and then everything will fit in there nice and perfect. And then here is more files, more disc bay files, more God hand files, saw, brushes, scribes, my larger nippers, scissors to cut decals. Again, all in Kaizen foam. But, you know, of course, you acquire more and more stuff, so, you know, it doesn't, you got to just add it in. But this is very adequate. Decal set I carry regular glue and ABS glue, both Tamiya. And then I carry CA glue. And I actually have another bag that I carry, like a light. I'll carry my accelerant in there. Then over here is all like markers, more a very small knife, and then the Gundam markers. These are to pick up very small parts. It's actually a pen, but it's a very sticky like pencil, and it's used to pick up like small parts. You use it for like photo etched stuff. Sometimes I get photo etched for Gundam, so we use that to pick up the very small parts. And then I carry both disassemble tools to take apart the Gundam. But most of the time we would just go, and I'd have another bag, and I would take apart and clean up all the pieces, and then assort them in foam, and then bring it back for painting. I never painted there. So this would be what I would carry to a Gundam store. I'd also have a fairly decent light in there so I can see really good. Just gotta get this up top. Alright, so this is my Gundam. And then this is what I bring to Games Workshop. Again, all wood construction based off of my slot car box. This one here has two latches, and then this thing folds down flat. And then I would take, this would be in another bag, and I would take the mat and put it right here to work on. But of course this thing has been rolled up for so long, the edges have to come down on it. Then I would have one light. So I would have my light like that. And I have a second light here. This is not charged. And this light would go up here like that. And they're art lights. I love art lights. They're very true. I would keep instructions down here. And I would have a separate bag, and actually that or a Games Workshop box that has the foam angle pieces, and that's where I would put the figure or bring the figure with me. So in this one, I never did the Kaizen foam with this, but this one here has got all my knives, tweezers, brushes. I have a Wise Pro nippers. They're pretty much almost like God Hand, almost the same price. Even comes with a little bit of oil to oil the joints. It's a Japanese brand. All different types of, I do have, this is Tamiya. I like these knives, the Tamiya knives. They're almost like Fisker. Pretty much made, they all have that same little tab, whether it's black or yellow, it still has the same tab. I like using, and I have a lot of them, and I'll go with them, the makeup brushes. Very inexpensive and very good for cleaning off parts after you sand them. And then I'd have another full set of tweezers in here. There's a lot of room in these because these drawers, you're gonna actually, I can make different sizes. Bigger ones, smaller ones, they're just on runners. Then I would keep my most used Citadel paints and shades, basing. And depending on what model I was doing, like pretty much everything was ultramarines. But just say I was doing an Orc or a Necron, I would bring the paint. I would just put it in, take out paint I didn't need and put that in there. Then this one here, I carry some sanding sponges. I carry paper towel, that weighted alligator clip. Then in here is all my knives, my extra blades. Then double-sided tape for priming. And then two different holders, one large and one small. And I built these boxes so that everything would fit in here. Then on the bottom, this was a charger to charge up the lights. And then I would carry the paint holders, which was a 3, which Games Workshop makes. And then these, a friend of mine, they look like the bottom of a drop pod. He made these for me. So they actually fit the Citadel paint. It's, you know, this thing you gotta, you know, it holds it really nice. But these I like because they just drop right in and you ain't spilling nothing. So I carry them on the bottom. Then here I have activator in a very small needle. A very small needle. These you can get at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And then you just got to watch because they have an actual pin that goes through the nozzle and it keeps the nozzle clean. Then I carry the original water pot with a small one, which I like. Then Mr. Cement, both Tamiya and Mr. Cement, regular and ABS. Their original paint palette. And then this one had more of my nippers and then pretty much all of my Citadel mold line cleaner, pin vise, knife and saw, more tweezers, and another saw. And then I would bring my spray can in another box, another bag, and that would be my, that's what I would travel with. So you just, one bag goes over my shoulder, grab this box, I'd go in, and then just pick out a model that I wanted to build. See, the last thing I was doing, that's so funny, was those little knights. I had them in here. And I would leave it in here, and this worked out really nice. And I got a lot of, whoop, turn the light on. That's funny that the light's still charged. And then when I was done, just pick it up and lock it closed. And with these kind of clips, so it kept a low profile. Originally, I had a box that I built and the mat went back here, but I didn't like it. I just rolled that up, but we went so often, it didn't stay with the edges curled like this. So I'm just going to weight this thing down and So I like these mats. They work nice. All right, YouTube. I'd like to thank everybody for all the views so far. And I'm going to be posting at least one video a week. I got some disk space stuff in, so I'll do some unboxing and show you what it is and what I think of it. And, you know, we'll go from there. Alrighty? You all be safe out there, YouTube, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.